Hey, what's up, guys? Today we're going to bring a nice little review to you today, and it's going to be on this tool in this box. Can't already tell by the description on the side of the box, it is a rotisserie. So we're going to go ahead and open this up and see where we are with it, see how well they packaged it. It's all nailed together, so I'm going to have to get a hammer and a pry bar, etc. So we'll go ahead and jump ahead. Alright, well, we'll go ahead and start pulling this up. It's all nailed down. There we go. Get all the straps all cut off. Nice wooden crate. Everything looks packed pretty well. Looks pretty good. Well, we're not obviously going to have to, well, I should state, we are not setting this up here. We need to take this to the shop, and the only way to actually review this product is to actually use it. It's the only way that we're going to find out that it works. But first things first, we are going to go ahead and go through on how they actually package this. It looks like everything seems to be pretty stationary, and they've got it packaged pretty tight. You know, I mean, there's a little bit of erosion from paint from the actual top of the board itself. You know, you can see that it was pretty tight in here, you know, and whatnot. But I'm sure that's a good thing. In all reality, this is all powder coated anyway, so a little bit of abrasion on the corners and whatnot is not going to deter me from any other sale or bashing this company, because so far everything looks like it's made very well. You know, so we are going to go ahead and load this up. We'll take everything out and basically get it all categorized up at my shop and then start assembly. Also, I feel like I should state why I bought a 4,500 pound capacity vehicle rotisserie. It's mainly for the sheer fact there's going to be a lot of times that I am not going to want to take apart the entirety of the vehicle. Everybody knows that I run a Subaru only channel. Subarus do not weigh 4,500 pounds. As a matter of fact, 4,500 pounds would consist of 2 Subarus. There's no way that they're ever going to weigh that much. So if I could keep half capacity weight off of the rotisserie, that means that I'm keeping half of the tolerance off. Now, this is a truck rotisserie, so with that said, guys, I can put a very heavy duty build on this rotisserie and not have an issue. So with that said, if I throw something on there that only weighs 2,000 pounds, I know I won't have any issues with this overbuilt rotisserie. All right, so this is what it'll look like when it's all together. So let's go ahead and get everything loaded up. Let's get it to the shop. Let's get it assembled. It's definitely been a chore so far. This stuff is not light. All right, back to the shop. Everything is unloaded. We've got it scattered all across the floor. Now it's actually time to tear into the directions and see how this thing goes together.
But then I looked at the bottom and realized it had a ziploc.
So is it actually color coded and whatnot, or is this going to be like
I don't know.
see how direct this is going to be?
Bunch of numbers.
Bunch of numbers. Oh my goodness. This could take a bit. Oh, there we go. There's some color code. Yeah, we're still gonna have to find. So we gotta find the number, go up to see what it is, find the part, find the hardware number, find the part, and then put it back together. All right, this is gonna take some time. All right, well, I mean, that's not too bad. I couldn't expect anything worse. You know, it could have been a lot worse. Okay, at least everything is labeled. So I guess the first thing we should do is make a checklist and let's find out everything's here. All right, so as of now, we're going through and categorizing everything. That way it's going to speed up the process, only for the sheer fact that the instructions they're really just less than there should be more. There's really no way to explain this other than that. They're pretty difficult to read, only for the sheer fact that every part has a number, and 2-3 pages in, that's really all you're going to get for identification. You have to kind of flip back and forth
through the 2-3 pages that they give you to find out what it is and where it goes. It's a little bit of a pain in the butt, so we're gonna go ahead and speed up the process by doing this. All right, so the guys have gone through and they've labeled everything. This is gonna speed the process up dramatically. So now they're going through now and unwrapping everything. We're gonna go ahead and lay everything out so it can be seen and identified a lot easier. All right, we've got everything scattered out pretty nice in a nice little array so that we can actually see everything and get this done in a nice assembly manner. So with that said, we're gonna go ahead and grab the instructions. And I might add that none of these parts are greased. You're gonna have to go through and run grease on all of these parts, especially considering that a lot of them are articulating and have a lot of pressure on them, especially this adjuster cog here, this actual threaded rod. If you'll see down here, this is the portion that actually goes into the unit itself, and it does have a dry bearing on it. You will have to pack these, you will have to put grease on there. So little pro tip, if something you don't know, now you know. And also, I will state that we did go with the optional floor leg support. So each one of these legs will articulate straight down to the actual floor and give the extra rigidity that we're looking for so that the rotisserie is not rocking around while we're moving it around. So with that said, we're gonna go ahead and set up the camera. We're gonna get a nice little time lapse of the actual installation process so that you're not actually watching how long it takes. All right, got it all done. The entire process took about an hour and a half between 3 of us guys. So you're looking at probably, with one person installing this completely by themselves, probably about a 3-hour process, anywhere between 3 and I would say 5 hours, depending on the tools that you have and the general knowledge, or really just the way the instructions are conveyed to you. Now, we did go the extra route to sort a lot of the hardware so that we were able to speed up a lot of this install. So that's probably why we were able to do it so fast, but I do see this being at least a 3 to 5 hour process for the installation. But overall, I really do like the construction. It's extremely rigid, extremely strong. There's not any flexing in here. The steel itself is actually extremely thick. It's not flimsy material. It's not cheap material. We have gone over a lot of the welds, and all of the welds look pretty solid. I'm pretty happy with the overall product itself. You know, it's got a nice quality and a nice feel to it. Everything seems to be tight, and everything does work like it's supposed to work. The only thing that I did notice that I'm going to have an issue with is when I slide on these brackets here, which slide into the rail, as you can see, this is the hollow portion here. So you can see the weld where this square tube is welded together. After they do the fold, the machine will do the machine weld. Well, the raised section on the inside, as it slid onto this section, scrapes off the powder coating. It's actually a really tight fitment all the way around on all four corners. So because of that, I'm actually not able to slide these on all the way. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to sand those welds down. You can see they're all on each side on all four of them. They're actually being kind of preventative. They're preventing us from sliding onto this arm so that we can articulate this into the allotted areas. That way we can get it bolted to the vehicle. So I'm gonna have to run some sandpaper on the inside, probably a long belt sander strap, and just go ahead and sand down the welds as best as possible, run some grease on the inside, and hopefully I can get it to start sliding on. But other than that, the product itself is a plus with me. I'm really happy with it. So we're gonna have to make a couple fittings, but other than that, we should be able to bolt this onto a vehicle and start articulating it rather quickly. But other than that, if you guys are wondering what this is, it is a Titan. Definitely a good product. So with that said, it is definitely Rumble Garage approved. I'm pretty happy with it. Anything that I did see a flaw with can be easily fixed. Also, I might add that this is not a sponsored video. It's just something that we like to add to our tools here in the shop, to add to the arsenal that we have to make our jobs a lot easier, which is the main reason for doing this. So if you're looking for a reasoning to actually buy a rotisserie, it's so that we can acclimate this to this, bolt it in place, and flip this upside down and actually do the repair underneath the car itself. This allows us to not have jack stands, and this allows us to be able to bring the car up and flip it just like this, so we can now work on the face that is desired. This makes it a lot easier to articulate the vehicle with ease. So that's the main reason for a rotisserie, guys. If you're looking for a reason why to own one of these and go the extra mile to spend the money, because they're not cheap, but trust me, you're gonna wanna buy quality, and this is definitely quality. Hope you guys enjoyed the upload today. Hit that like if you like, hit that subscribe, and make sure you hit that bell so that you can get Rumble Garage upload notifications. With that said, have a good day, guys.